He thinks it's better than the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
Well, is this going to remain the Olympics? Is this going to stay here, the stadium? I think I'd help, obviously, this crisis, obviously the credit crunch that we're having at the moment, help maybe put money into jobs and things like that for people, more jobs.
Well, to me, it doesn't really look like a sculpture. It looks like some sort of building, some sort of construction device or something like that. Well, it could be spent on anything. I mean, there's loads of other things that it could be spent on. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. It doesn't have to be a building, but it could have been something more useful than that. So, you know, it could be anything.
I think it's a tremendously positive thing, because I'm an artist and this guy's an artist, and this is our Eiffel Tower, and a lot of people are going to have mixed opinions about it, but each one of these stadiums is fantastic, and hopefully it'll inspire, you know, the youth in England to change, you know, because we had riots and everything, and the opportunities here to change people's lives, so, you know, to aspire to something better.
If I were given the choice, if I were given 18 or 20 million pounds and allowed to choose what it should go on, that is not a thing that I would choose. But for all that, I see that it does have value, and many things that would seem less purposeful than that get money spent on them in the same proportion. And the spending of this money has probably given employment to people who otherwise would not have been employed.
I think it's tremendous. It is a landmark structure. It's twice the height of Trafalgar Square. I mean, Nelson's Column. Slightly bigger than the Statue of Liberty. And it's really part of a long tradition of putting tourist attractions in Olympic Park. So it's like the Eiffel Tower. Well, it's like it was in 1948 when London had its second Olympics. The government wasn't interested, the country was bankrupt, there was no money, and so any expense seemed to be excessive. But you have to take your Olympic window as you can and use it to try and cause a psychological change, really, in people, in local people. And I think something as dramatic as that really does serve that purpose.